Hi, my name is Nurul Athirah Binti Azmi. I'm from Group 7. Our topic today is crimes during Sierra Leone Civil War from 2002 to 2013. Let's move to the other slide. For the scope and limitation is crimes against humanity during Sierra Leone Civil War from 2002 to 2013. Our limitation is 2002 from until 2013. Next. For the introduction is the internal conflict paralyzed the country from the late 1980s and eventually led to the brutal civil war from 1991 to 2002. Since the end of the war, the government of Sierra Leone has been shouldering the arduous task of rebuilding the country materials and social infrastructure. Sierra Leone's army was not only attacked by the National Liberation Forces, but also attacked by the Revolutionary United Front, RUF, led by Fode Sankoh, and a former Sierra Leone army cooperating with the former United Liberian rebels. Next, let's move to the next presenter.
Okay, for next topic is the type. My name is Siti Fatihah. Okay, next topic is type of crime that the court Sierra Leone Civil War charge. International criminal law is designed to prohibit certain categories of behavior that are usually viewed as serious cruelty. There are many types of international criminal law. Among them are genocide, aggression, crime against humanity, and also war crime. These are all specific crimes that draw individual responsibility to the international law. The first is genocide. Genocide is United Nations Genocide Convention 1980. Is an act committed with the intent to destroy in whole or in part a national, ethnic, racial, or religious group, for example, such as the murder of its member, causing serious cycle of mental harm to the members of that group, and more. Aggression in international law is the use of armed force in international relations not permitted by defense requirement, international authorities, or the consent of the countries in which force is used. War crime can be divided in four categories. The first two relate to the war crime committed in the context of international armed conflict, and the second two related to war crime committed in the context of international armed conflict. Under the Rome Statute of the International Criminal Court, Article 8, war crime can be divided in four categories. The first two. Next, in Sierra Leone Civil War, the type of crime that the court charged is crime against humanity. The crime against humanity is a widespread of systematic attack on the civilian populations. Among the acts including in this context are murder, violence, extermination, slavery, torture, expulsion, or forced displacement of the population, imprisonment or deprivation of physical liberty, persecution, rape and sexual assault, forced disappearance. During the Sierra Leone Civil War, many atrocities were committed during that time, including war rape, destructions, mass murder, resulting in many perpetrators being tried in International Criminal Court, and the establishment of a Commission of Truth and Peace. In this, we can see that many kinds of crime against humanity and had been breached by the guilty people at the time during that war. Next presenter.
Hello, my name is Arisya Nabila. Today I'm going to present the Special Court of Sierra Leone Civil War in terms of jurisdiction. So the Special Court of Sierra Leone, SCSL, was set up to bring justice for the victims of the human rights violation during the Civil War. The court was established on 16 January 2002 and dissolved in 2 December 2013. It was replaced with the Residual Special Court for Sierra Leone. It is to continue its mandate and manage a variety of ongoing ad hoc functions, including witness protection and support, supervision of prison sentences, and claims for compensation. Next. So the court have the power to prosecute persons who bear the greatest responsibility for serious violation of international humanitarian law and Sierra Leonean law committed in the territory of Sierra Leone since 13 November 1996, including those leaders who, in committing such crime, have threatened the establishment and implementation of the peace process in the Sierra Leone. So the court is divided into three organs, which are the chambers that consist of one or more trial chambers, an appeal chamber, the prosecutor, and the registry. So the first one is the chambers, which compose of not less than 8 and more than 11 independent judges. 3 judges shall serve in the trial chamber, of whom one shall be a judge appointed by the government of Sierra Leone, and 2 judges appointed by Secretary General of the United Nations. So 5 judges shall serve in the appeal chambers, of whom 2 shall be judges appointed by the government of Sierra Leone, and 3 judges appointed by the Secretary General. Next. So the second one is the prosecutor. The prosecutor is responsible for the investigation and prosecution. The prosecutor acts independently as a separate organ of the special court. He or she shall not seek or receive instruction from any government or from any other source. So the last one is the registry. The registry is responsible for the administration and servicing of the special court. That's all from me. Thank you.
Okay, my name is Shahirah Binti Noordin. The case involved under the Special Court of Sierra Leone is the case of the prosecutor V. Alex Tamba Brima Bazi Kamara, and Santige Borbor Kanu. This is one of the cases that have been judged in the Special Court of Sierra Leone. The accused Brima, Kamara, and Kanu were members that lead the fighting forces of the Armed Forces Evolutionary Council, AFRC. In 2000, the government of Sierra Leone sent a request to the UNSC to establish a special court to prosecute for those who are responsible for the commission of crimes against humanity, war crimes, and other serious violations of international humanitarian law and Sierra Leone law during years of the FRC coalition. Next slide. When Alex Tamba Brima, Ibrahim Baza Kamara, and Santige Borbor Kanu have been designated to the AFRC Supreme Council amid the overthrow, beneath their rule, various outrages were committed and characterized by their extraordinary brutality. The denounced Brima, Kamara, and Kanu were found mindful for requesting, committing, arranging the violations executed by FRC, strengthened against civilians, counting, kill, assault, subjugating, collective discipline, mutilation, burning of child troops within the troops. All three defendants were convicted for crimes against humanity, 4 counts, war crimes, 6 counts, and other serious violation of international humanitarian law, 1 count. Brima and Kanu were each sentenced to 50 years imprisonment, while Kamara received 45 years imprisonment. Next presenter.
Okay, my name is Nurfazreen Binti Zawazi. Another case is the prosecutor versus Isa Hassan cases, Morris Cullen and Agustin Gabo. Okay, so from 1991 to 22, there was an armed conflict against members of the United Front Revolutionary Council and the armed forces against the Civil Defense Forces, loyal to the overthrown Kaabah president in Sierra Leone. Cullen and also Ba, who are the top members of the ROC, have been convicted of various war crimes and crimes against humanity in the first number following the corrupt government. Next slide. Subsequently, the Kaabah presidential government was overthrown in May 1997 by members of the Sierra Leone army and replaced by a military junta consisting of rough members and the Revolutionary Council armed forces. However, in February 1998, the regime was overthrown and the Kaabah president was re-elected. This armed conflict lasted until the cessation of hostilities in January 2002. Tessa and Helen were indicted on 7 March 2003, along with Fode Sanko and Sam Bakhtari, while Gabo was indicted on April 16, 2003, on 18 counts of war crimes, crimes against humanity, and serious violation of international humanitarian law. Next slide. On April 2009, the court ruled that Tessa was sentenced to 52 years in prison, while Helen was sentenced to 40 years in prison and Gabo to 25 years in prison. 26 October 2009, the Court of Appeal presented its verdict and passed a sentence handed down by the court. For sentences, Tessa and Helen and Gabo was transferred to Palma prison in Rwanda on 31 October 2019. Okay, 2009. Okay, next presenter.
Okay. Conclusion. Crimes against humanity are the most notorious crime. Therefore, the Special Court of Sierra Leone are tasked to prosecute those who are committed and responsible for the crimes against humanity, war crimes, genocide, grave violation in international humanitarian law, as well as violation on Sierra Leonean law. And thus, a mixed or hybrid tribunal are significant new models of international justice represented by the Special Court of Sierra Leone. And so we can see that the establishment of the Special Court of Sierra Leone is a positive step that taken by the government in the fight against amnesty or impunity, as well as plays an important contribution in displaying the global thinking on the punishment and the prevention of crimes against humanity. Okay, that's all from us. Thank you.